Venezuela's main opposition figures is now back in the country just days after being stripped of her parliamentary seat. It is the latest development as unrest continues to grip the nation. Venezuela's National Assembly president said Maria Corina Machado violated the constitution after speaking at a meeting of the Organization of American States last week in Washington, and now she's no longer a lawmaker. The government of President Nicolas Maduro has accused Machado and others of inciting the anti-government protests. And already Mr. Maduro has sent opposition leader Leopoldo Lopez to jail. Last month, Lopez turned himself in after taking part in a massive march. He now faces charges of arson and conspiracy. The other charges against him have been dropped. Lopez is denying the accusations against him. His arrest only intensified protests on the streets, and after weeks of clashes between opposition protesters and government forces, some 36 people are dead. Among demonstrators, there's widespread anger over Venezuela's high crime rate and its economy, among other issues, and many are now calling for political change. Well, joining me now to discuss all the latest out of Venezuela is our senior Latin American Affairs editor, Rafael Romo. Rafael, good to have you with us. So Maria Corina Machado, she's back in the country, but amid the storm of controversy, and she's not keeping a low profile.
Well, that's right. She got to the country about an hour ago, and the question was whether she was going to be arrested after those explosive allegations that the president of the National Assembly, Diosdado Cabello, made. But she has tweeted that she was not arrested. There was a group of people waiting for her, supporters at the airport. They sang the national anthem, and after that, she headed over to the neighborhood known as Chacaito in Caracas, Venezuela, a bastion of the opposition, where right now she's holding a rally. So whatever fears there might have been that the government was going to act against her so far are erased. But it doesn't mean that she won't get arrested.
Yeah, indeed. I want to say, because the fear, the possibility of her arrest is still hanging over her here.
That's right. And again, the president of the National Assembly made very specific accusations against her. He read a list of charges that the government is placing against her, including treason to the motherland, homicide, inciting violence, a number of different things that they're accusing her of. But she spoke with CNN in Espanol, our sister network, last night, and what she says is that she is the legislator of the Venezuelan people, and that what the government is saying so far has no validity, because in her understanding, it is the Supreme Court that is the only one that has the faculty of stripping her of both her parliamentary immunity and her mandate.
Okay, but let's take it one step further, and let me ask you this. If she was to be arrested, where would that leave this opposition movement?
Well, the point she was making is that it is not a movement of a particular leader. And yes, your question is very good in that Leopoldo Lopez was arrested last month, and now the government is targeting her. 2 opposition mayors have been arrested, and so you start to see a picture where the government appears to be targeting the opposition. But the point she was making is that it's not only about me, it's about all these people who are protesting in different parts of the country. And yeah, it is true. So far, in a little bit more than a month of protests, 36 people have died in Venezuela. There are reports of hundreds upon hundreds of people who have been injured, and the situation seems to be still very chaotic.
Yeah, very, very tense still on the ground there. Rafael Romo, always appreciate it. Thank you so much.